Hey, 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 it's a new moon. Finally, the cycle of the moon has come forward. Yes, new moons and full moons are like energy portals. They open up this energy for us and can shift a lot of things around. So I know most of us kind of know the full moon, right? We look outside, it's big, we see it. That affects our emotional body, the pull of the water. All of that affects the emotional body in full moons. But most of us aren't as familiar with new moons. New moons, we don't see it. We go outside, it's dark, right? New moons affect the mental plane. They affect our thoughts and how we think and what we think. Very important to recognize when we're in this pattern. I also think that these last couple of days have been very intense, that dark of the moon leading into it. Yes, they're calling it a supermoon. That's because of the close proximity to the earth. The moon is very close, so it's pulling. It has that magnetic pull on all of us. And because it's a new moon cycle, it's really affecting our thoughts. So the chances of us getting caught up in all of that groove of the mind, all of that cycle is very likely to happen unless we're aware of it. So the way that we go into a new moon is to really clear the mind, come into meditation, be still. Those are the things that are going to really help us, especially this new moon, which is in Gemini. Gemini offers us that duality of life, right? They're twins. So we have to look at both sides. And many times we tend to only favor one side and forget there is another view, another point of view. And so we can get all caught up and being trapped in our mind, right? That's what happens. So this new moon is actually calling us to come within, to go deeper into the resources of your own soul, your own self. What are you about right now? What is your spirit calling for you to wake up to, right? We've had a lot of opportunities this whole year to come into that deeper part of who we are. And so right now, you may feel that pull of looking around everybody else when actually what we really need to do is to come within our own spirit and understand more of what our path is. That's exactly what we need to do right now. We need to find that quiet within. We need to hear that voice because we are all being called to step up to the plate, to step up for what we believe in, to make the changes we want to see. And the only way we can do that is to be quiet and to listen to the greater guidance that is within all of us. So this moon in Gemini, it's kind of calling us to do that. Now, if we don't, we're going to get caught on that superficial plane. We're going to get caught in the deceptions and the trickery going on and all of the falsehoods going on. There's a lot, right? But if we can ignore that, come into the other part of life, come into the deeper spiritual part of who you are, you're going to find a better way to voice and communicate what it is that you need to communicate and how it is that you communicate, and especially how others hear you. That's exactly what this energy is all about right now. So I wanted to offer you 4 tips to help you communicate better during this cycle of the new moon in Gemini. So the first tip is to have an open mind. Remember the duality. Keep your mind open and hear both sides of the story. The second tip is to get confirmation that others have understood you and that you have understood them. So repeat it back. Did I understand you correctly? That will be very helpful. The third thing, you've already said it, but tap into your spiritual self and let what you communicate come from there. Not the surface level of the mind, not the ego, but from the heart, from where you really believe and where you really hold your truth. And the fourth thing, listen deeply. Listen deeply to all the messages that are coming around for you. So as you go into the new moon, take these tips with you. And now let's just take a moment. Let's center our energy. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. And bring that breath all the way down. Feel your connection to the earth. Let's do that again. Inhaling and exhaling. Send that breath all the way down. Connect with the earth. Connect with your spirit. And now the really fun thing about new moons is that it offers us the opportunity to write out new intentions or new wishes. All right, so take a pen, Take a piece of paper and write them out. You can write up to 10 wishes a day, according to Jan Spiller Astrology. So go ahead, write them out. I intend to. I wish to. Spend a few moments and write those wishes very clear for your own guidance right now. Find that wisdom that is within you and open up as we go through this cycle of this super new moon in May. So come find me over at the Empowered Spirit Circle on Facebook. Know that I've changed my Facebook Lives. They're now Sunday evenings, 7 o'clock, and they are energy focusing for the week. Join me then. Have a great time. Go within. Find that spirit. Find that wisdom that is yours. To your spirit, namaste.